I can sing it high, sing it low. I can tell you everything that you would like to know. I tell you the skies, sing it low. I can take you up, you like a thing that you would ever like. I can sing it high.
Alright, what's up guys? This is Sidnie from the Kaya, and we are hanging out here on another episode of Bridging the Gap at Real Cafe today for a special show with C-La Dub and Little Stranger.
Pew, 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 pew.
Air horns. What's good, y'all? How you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Doing very good.
Y'all been enjoying the day in Wilmington so far?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Had
it's
some
fresh.
tasty chicken and yeah, feeling good. Ready to
Yeah.
rumble.
So for the Kaya fam that, may not already know you guys, let them know who you are, where you guys are from.
Right on. I'm John Shields. I am the singer, guitarist, looper of Little Stranger. I grew up outside of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, living in Charleston, South Carolina.
And I'm Kevin Shields, and I have pretty much the same backstory as John because we grew up together.
Yeah.
A little bit.
A little bit.
A little bit.
Poser.
Almost, to where people would say that you're brothers because of your last name, but you're not.
Right.
Maybe.
Mythbuster.
Maybe.
Yeah, we don't know.
Maybe.
Look, we're
As
still
far
waiting
as
on the
we do
DNA
know.
test,
Yeah,
to come in
yeah,
the mail.
always.
I don't know
Always.
though. You guys are so in sync. I feel like there's got to be some sort of ancestral, connection somewhere.
We've been living together, so once our periods synced up.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of like,
It's all about the moon cycle,
Yeah, that.
Well, you guys have been, having a pretty big this past year, especially, and then the new year just started, and you already kicked it off with a bang with a new music video. So let me know what it was like putting together that video for One Amount to Nothing.
Oh, baby.
Yeah.
What a day.
What a
I feel like
What
that
a
video,
day.
if you haven't seen it, be prepared. Go see it right now after you're done watching this, because if you want to get a little taste of what Little Stranger's about,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
a pretty
that's the
good,
best
that's a pretty good example.
little starter. So
Yeah.
how'd it kind of come to be?
So we have a creative, kind of visionary videographer, Brett Phillips, who we work with a lot, and he's just awesome. We had this vision of doing this kind of caterpillar to butterfly transformation video for years, and he was the only one that really found the people to make it happen. But essentially we just spent the day in Brooklyn as caterpillars getting just shit on, and started off the day also with the end of the video being almost butt naked. So
Yeah.
Look, there's a
it was-
lot of really good stuff, some hidden gems throughout
Yeah,
that video.
It was cold.
Yeah, that's true.
Started off the day, pretty much naked in New York City, and once we got that out of the way, it was smooth sailing.
Absolutely, you kind of gotta get over the hill, and then,
oh yeah,
the rest of it. I mean, that's what kind of inspired me. Kind of self-discovery. There's
Yeah.
this whole, metamorphosis.
We're all out here finding ourselves.
Exactly,
Right?
and I
Right.
think that might be, how this new EP that you put out, Styles and Dynamics, kind of puts into a musical, sense as to, your guys' journey possibly. So what was some of the inspirations that went into coming up with these new songs?
Yeah, so it was interesting because our original plan before we put out Techniques, which was our EP prior to Styles and Dynamics, was that we wanted to do a full-length album really bad. And in starting to the recording process and talking with people, ultimately we decided to split it up into 2 EPs. But so we had put out 5 songs on Techniques, and we had 2 or 3 that had been recorded in the same time, and that didn't make the first EP. We were like, all right, well, hold on to that for a second. But in that next year, we wrote 3 or 4 new songs for the EP, really reworked a few that had already been recorded. So it was a cool kind of blend of holding on to the same bubble of inspiration that we did Techniques within, and adding in a year's worth of
growth,
experience and growth. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, so it was cool. It was a nice combination of.
You get to have I noticed just in your music alone the different inspirations by genre, that you can kind of see little bits and pieces from, through. I feel like you listen to a Little Stranger song and you have never heard a song quite like that before.
That's awesome.
Which I've noticed, in all the shows that we've gotten to be fortunate enough to see you guys at, you see the crowd kind of just really vibe to it, because when you are a 2-piece, you don't come with, the full drum kit, and bassist and everything, but yet you almost double that, energy and intensity with, the stage presence and the stuff that you guys do. So it's pretty fun to watch. You guys are almost what I see is like a ping pong match. Sometimes when you're going back and forth.
We had a description one time about, it was ping pong. It was almost in a bio or a write-up, I forget. We had been asked 3 words to describe the live act or something.
Oh yeah.
One was ping pong. One was
al dente.
al dente.
Al dente.
They're like a little chewy.
Yeah, you know, the pasta reference.
Yeah.
Fusilli. But yeah. I mean, we like being a 2-piece and have to like, you know, create the experience that a lot of people are used to with a full band. I wouldn't say we have to do more work. We have to just keep it interesting and keep it our own thing. And like, being that it's only 2 people, I think you get to know us and how we are as more than just a musician on the stage,
right.
which is great. You know, it can be overwhelming sometimes when there's like 8 guys up on stage.
And what I've found for sure is that any band can attest to the fact that once you start touring, like you have this really nice structure of players, you all play together nicely, and the more and more you tour, it just like melts into this one sound thing. And it's really the only way to do that is from touring your butts off and having less people in the group. That like glue in the middle was easier to melt.
It's so much like easier to connect, you know, directly.
Yeah.
How do you guys go about, you know, because you both are fantastic songwriters, how do you go about writing your lyrics?
A lot of times, honestly, for me, I find like I don't necessarily start with a subject in mind that I want to like address, because a lot of our stuff I don't think is like too heavy on a subject, you know, but we keep it really like clever and fun and whimsical. So a lot of times for me, it's like sitting with a guitar and just kind of vibing on a melody and sort of spitting out words and ideas. And if a couple come out that seem like they work together, that sort of leads it into a theme for me. Yeah. And a lot of times Kevin will come in, once that theme has been like touched upon, Kevin will come in and like take it to the
bounce back and forth, you know.
Yeah.
Is that for you? Because I mean, lyrically, like especially, I mean, I know like with poetry and everything. I mean, you're quick, so you know, you definitely leave a song with, you know, multiple paragraphs worth of, you know, lyrics. Yeah. So how do you get inspiration?
Oh man, it's interesting. Like I tend to, at least in this project, John kind of sets the groundwork for it, and I get a little more reactionary, and it's usually like I try to find that if I can get that first line, and if that first line is like silly enough, catchy enough, or like sticky enough in its own little way. I mean, like the "Me and You" verse is one of my favorite. Just good golly, Miss Molly, what kind of shampoo do you? Like once I had that line, I was like, this verse is gonna be great. I just knew it. I was like, if I could pop out that idea to set it off, they're gonna like stick along for the ride a little bit. So I always try to kind of focus really on my intro to it, whether it's just super smooth or it's super just wacky.
Right. Yeah. I think that song's a great, you know, example. You know, I feel like if someone were to ask me, hey, you know, play me Little Stranger, that would be one of the first ones I go to, because it's able to kind of show your harmony and, you know, more melodic side and, you know, your more poetry-based side, and just, you know, get to kind of play with those different themes. So, you know, like you said, you're not locked in a box. So you kind of get the freedom to mess around with a few more different styles, you know, than, you know, a lot of genres kind of allow. So I feel like it's cool because it kind of speaks to all sorts of people, you know, no matter the age, you know, no matter where they're from, you know, if they like that style of music, especially like the basis and like hip hop and, you know, using your looper and everything, like, I feel like it's hard not to like, you know, start like bobbing your head.
Right. Our whole thing is like, we do this because it's so fun. And we have, whether it's live or in the studio, we want the whole thing to be really enjoyable because we fucking enjoy it so much. That like, we try to be this pretty like approachable project. There's nothing too heavy in what we're doing. It's, you know, you should be out popping your head and drinking beers with
puts a pep in your step, you know, throw your earbuds on and take that shit to the beach. I think that'd be really, you know, the perfect soundtrack.
Yeah, we got called a backyard barbecue soundtrack once, which I was like, I'm with it.
I'm totally, you see like a huge like pool party rager, you know, on like a beautiful cliffside or something.
Wow, I want to go.
Let's make it happen, okay? I've got it in my sights. So you guys are a little strange, you know, with your, like, I like because you put it in your music, you use it with your art, you know, like the artwork for Techniques is, you know, super trippy and really awesome. So I imagine you encounter a lot of strange things along your way. Do you have any strange tour moments or crazy tour moments?
Oh, lots of crazy tour moments. Yeah. Probably not a lot we want to talk about.
Yeah, the strange ones they're weird.
Yeah. There's some that like you had to literally be there.
Yep.
We had a crazy one at this last tour we did with Badfish, and this was strange.
Yeah.
We were set to do like 10 dates with them, and the first one was up in upstate New York. We went and we met them all for the first time, right outside of Albany. Super cool guys right off the bat. We were like, this is going to be fucking awesome. These guys are super cool. And the next night we were in Philly, which is like a hometown show for us. And so we're there sound checking, and Joel, their bass player, came up to us as we're literally like right when we showed up to the venue. And he's like, hey, Pat, their singer is sick. He had to go to the hospital. Way too late to make any show arrangements. So they're like, we're doing the show. How many Sublime songs do you know? And we're like,
let's see.
And I grew up playing Sublime music. I played it in my first band. We played mad Sublime songs. So it's, you know, an hour and a half to showtime. And he's like, meet me in the green room. We're going to go over the Sublime songs.
No way.
And so all of a sudden, me and Brandon from Bumpin' Uglies and Kevin, we were all kind of like responsible for filling the void there. And we made it happen. We did like a full, I think Brandon did like 10 or 11 songs. I did like 5 or 6. Kev was up on a few. And like, we just held it down, and everyone was awesome. The crowd loved it. But it was this crazy like moment of holy shit.
That is wild, you know, to kind of, especially like you said, you know, to play it in a band when you're, you know, young and, you know, not really sure where you're going to go. And then all of a sudden you're standing there in front of, I mean, Badfish, you know.
They pack out rooms.
They
man.
do.
We
I mean,
like 1,000 people in
the
Philly.
Sublime style, you know, brings so many people together. So the fact that you were able to kind of share that moment with people, that's pretty.
It was like learning all that Sublime paid.
Right. What like pre-show rituals do you guys have?
Well, a lot of times on this past run, I found us just like it was like jumping jacks and stretching. On the Badfish run, we were in these rooms that we were like, "This is fucking nuts."
And you guys started off. We got to be the energy
we were first
to
at
kick them in the face,
just like
right away.
wanting to come out. So we were a lot of stretching, but oftentimes it's like a shot and a beer, and then we go, "Gods of war,
may your hammer be mighty."
And then we take the stage.
And then boom. Cue the you know, the smoke bomb, the pyrotechnics.
The mini Stonehenge.
Exactly. Well, you got to do something, you know, to get you know in the mood and get the energy up, you know.
A lot of times we love when we have like a homie with us who's really stoked. Our boy Steve and Pond will come out on the road with us, or our other homie Dan Skippy, and when they're there and like they'll just be like, boys. It's like a pre-battle. Like, this is a moment.
Let's get ready for war.
We're all like,
That's great. No, that's awesome. That's cool. I mean, because you guys have, I mean, you've really been touring hard. You know, you've been go. Which it's been incredible just to see, you know, within this past year, just the, you know, the growth and everything. And especially, you know, playing with, you know, Bumpin' Uglies and Badfish and getting to collaborate with all those different things with original music, with, you know, music you've known, you know, since you were teenagers. What is the first show that you guys ever played as musicians?
As on like before Little Stranger?
Let's start there. Yeah,
Okay.
Let's go ahead and give a little
cool.
like
Go all the way
pre-Little
back.
Stranger, you know, trivia.
I know my first performance.
Was it LaSalle Battle of the Bands?
No, my first performance was as a drummer in I was in like an emo like pop punk band back in 8th grade.
Yes.
We were called Page One.
Cool.
And honestly, we were fucking sick and overlooked and underappreciated.
Yeah.
And,
I hope the MySpace profile is still up
it
somewhere.
was actually it was pre MySpace. It was oh god, what was the site called?
Zanga. Was it on
No,
Zanga?
it wasn't Zanga though. It was like it was a music streaming platform.
Pure Volume?
Pure Volume.
You're on Pure Volume.
Pure Volume.
Volume.
And I looked this up
Hell
recently
yeah.
on it, and the name is still there, but the song is not. I don't
Dang
know what.
it.
But yeah, so
So
my
whoever
first
has that gem
Page
somewhere.
One
Page One, take it.
comeback tour 2020.
Page One.
And
Look, I'm here
I
for
played.
it.
I was a drummer in that band, and we played like a backyard show. And I thought for sure this was like the biggest night of my life. And realistically, it was like 20 8th graders in the backyard.
Hey, dude, but didn't that set the, you know, start the fire?
It did. I was stoked. So that was mine. I don't know.
I feel like mine was probably not until high school when I was playing drums. But it was probably just like a house party.
Mm-hmm.
Like somebody's like 15th, 16th
Right.
birthday party.
They're like,
playing
hey,
Red
wait,
Hot
I
Chili
think that
Peppers.
Kevin dude plays music.
Yeah.
Did you take your shirt off?
Oh, always. Always in high school. You
Yes.
had to. I mean, I was the drummer and lead singer, so like.
Exactly.
That's
You
true.
had,
That's
you
true.
know,
The full
good
show.
roles
Yeah.
to fill, you
Yeah.
know. You got to give the people what they
Yeah.
want.
Yeah.
Shout out to all my shirtless drummers out there.
Yes. Dude, representation is key, you know. So, do you have any favorite fast food places on the road or just restaurants or anything? Like if it's a long night, you know, if you had
man.
that one place that was at the end of the road, you know, at that exit right to the right, you know.
Right.
I mean, I was gonna give the shout out to Panera. You pick twos.
you
Ooh.
pick
What's up? You
two.
pick two.
You got the
But-
screens now. You don't even got to deal with people.
Yeah. Who wants to
Dude,
deal
get
with
in,
people?
get out,
Yeah.
get
But
right.
not late night.
Yeah, but late night. Late nights.
Late night's so tough because we really do try to be pretty conscious about eating all right on
Mm-hmm.
the road. So we really limit our stops to like cookouts. Like that's once, maybe once a tour. We'll
Okay.
really binge.
You gotta
on some-
splurge,
Yeah,
you
yeah.
know.
A lot of times we'll like end the show. It's kind of boring, but we'll just be like, get some fucking almonds or something at the gas station.
Yeah.
Very reluctantly.
Drink some
Yeah,
emergency.
I mean-
Yeah.
you know.
But
Look,
there's
it is a job after all,
that's-
you know.
We tour a lot in the Southeast. If we're anywhere in the Northeast, Wawa is the stop.
Yeah.
Wow, wow.
always.
I've actually heard a lot about that. I don't think I've ever been fortunate enough to
Well,
experience
I'm
Wawa.
honestly kind of envious.
Yeah.
If you get to experience
Because
it for
I
the
get
first
to
time.
walk
Yeah.
through the doors
Yeah.
for the first time, almost like, you know, just like beautiful like chorus in the background. It's
It'll be
like,
me and Kevin.
I hope
Yeah.
so.
Yeah.
Look, okay, I'm going to hit you guys up when I'm around and we're
Alright.
going to a Wawa.
We're on a Wawa.
And we will definitely document the entire experience.
Hell yeah.
Cayenne Stranger, go to
every
Wawa.
experience is amazing.
All right, so we're gonna let's have some fun questions through here.
Cool.
Let's start out easy. You're both stuck on a deserted island, and you can each bring one thing, just one thing, and you're with each other. Now you will be with each other for the rest of forever.
So like real life.
yeah, this is
Okay.
yeah. It's like basically like what's the one thing like in your van that you would grab?
I'll bring butt wipes.
Good. You know what? I like the.
Yeah.
See, that's rational.
Yeah.
Mine's not. I'm gonna bring my Microsoft Zune from high school because I think I could listen to all that music forever and probably be okay.
Your prerogative, right? That battery will.
Yeah. Oh, the Zune.
withstand the
powered?
test
Yeah,
of
yeah.
time.
The Zune will last. Yeah. It's solar powered, I think.
Yeah,
That dookie brown
Zune.
color just
Yeah.
absorbs the sun.
I could see it. I could see it. So, who do you think would be the first one to try to eat the other one? At some point, the question will be raised when delirium is,
right.
you know, high.
I'm way too much of a people pleaser that I would probably offer myself up.
Yeah. I'll probably accept.
Yeah.
like on a beautiful platter,
Yeah.
you know. You
I'd have
set
the
up.
apple in my mouth, just like
Dude, that's
Exactly.
so
I
nice.
guess this
You're
is
so
it.
nice, dude.
Find
guess
some way
this is
to
it.
create like a little candlelight ambiance.
Yeah. I would make sure that no parts were wasted though.
No, that's good. I mean, you got to
Wow.
think, you know,
John
for
would eat
longevity
mine.
of survival purposes. Okay, all right. We got some would you rathers. Would
Sick.
you rather have 7 fingers on each hand or 7 toes on each foot?
Oh man.
I don't know how that would affect dancing, you know, and like.
I'm going. I want to have 7 fingers on my feet.
Ooh.
Okay.
Third option.
All right.
Because I want to go full ape on it.
Winner goes to option
Yeah.
C.
Yeah. Damn, so you got a thumb.
I'm not good at this game.
I would go with the hands. That sounds like you could do some pretty wild shit with 7 fingers.
I mean, honestly,
Just as a
with all.
musician.
Yeah, exactly. Like,
Whoa.
you got that extra, you know, side of the keyboard. You got
Yeah.
that extra fret on the guitar, you know.
I'm in. Yeah.
All right. So, would you rather be able to teleport anywhere or be able to read minds?
Teleport anywhere. I don't want to read anyone's mind.
I feel like there's some things you don't want to know.
Going, moving fast enough.
Yeah.
Can't keep up.
I mean, you
And then we
guys
can
already.
sleep in every day.
Yeah, right. You're like, oh,
That's
I'm
true.
sorry.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta be there in how much? Okay.
Yeah.
Done.
Teleport.
Teleport all day.
Now this one's the true test.
Dun, dun.
Would you rather fight 100 duck-sized horses or 1 horse-sized duck?
100 ducks.
I'm all about the duck-sized horses.
Yeah?
I think that would be fun. I mean, like
The true gladiator, you know, style.
You might get overwhelmed at some point, like a
Yeah.
little bit, but I still think you can just Tiny
Yeah.
horse. That sounds incredible.
Right.
I want to see a
Yeah.
horse-sized
I
duck.
think we need to talk to the 3D animation team.
I was
and see
thinking,
how
I
we
don't know
can
if
make
there's
this
a music
happen.
video. You
Yeah.
know, that-
Yeah,
There's a music
seriously.
video in there somewhere.
I feel like no, you guys use that because I feel like I would love to see what that would look like
Check out
as
our
well.
next hit, 100 duck-sized horses.
Yeah. Dun, dun.
Yeah.
All right. So hard or soft tacos?
Oh, I grew up a hard taco boy, and I'll forever be a hard taco boy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Soft unless I'm at Taco Bell and I'm getting a Doritos Loco.
Fair, fair, fair. I don't know. I feel like hard tacos were almost kind of on the lower end of the.
I didn't know that
Amongst
until like
bands.
until college, and then people were eating soft tacos everywhere. I'm like,
He was like, wait, what is that?
yeah, what are you doing with that? Floppy
You're
little
like,
taco?
ah.
Yeah, we grew up hoard.
Disgrace on your
Hoard.
plate.
My family was hoard.
Hard.
Yeah, dude. From Philly, yo.
From
Yeah.
fucking Philly, we ate hard tacos.
Why do you even question, right? So 2019, I imagine you guys got a bunch of, cool stuff cooking. I know first and foremost, first phase of Freak Stomp. You guys are on that.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
going to be wild. You guys looking forward to that, I'm sure?
Yeah, we're pumped.
always.
All the bands on it are fucking awesome. The Tropodelic dudes do a great job with that. We're really stoked to link with those guys all the time.
Yeah, I mean, the fan base and everyone, especially on all these Facebook groups and everything online, with each of these bands getting to kind of come together and, exchange ideas and, like, they're all like, oh, I'll meet you there,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it's
Super cool.
It's starting to, really, you guys announce a thing and everyone's like on tickets, they're waiting for that,
Yeah, so
10 a.m. or
cool.
whatever
Yeah.
to come. They got alarms set in their phone and everything. So what else you guys got cooking up for 2019 that you can talk about or hint at? Give the fans a little something to salivate over for the next.
A new cookbook. We're going to come out with a cookbook, I think.
Right, taquitos.
Maybe a video game.
Yes.
Probably in like the year. We can figure that out.
Yeah,
Like a
yeah,
video
for
game.
sure.
Dude, I can
Those
see a
things
Little
are hard.
Strangers arcade.
That
Yeah.
was sick.
Right?
Ooh, we do like
Choose
Simpsons.
Johnny, Kevin, yeah, the
Simpsons
side
style.
screening.
Yeah.
Kev's got a melodica beating people over the head.
Shout out to whoever can design it.
Yep.
We'll let you.
Right? I swear you would not regret it. You know?
That would be the coolest
No.
thing ever.
No.
Yeah.
But we have a bunch of new music in the works right now, which we're really pumped about. Been kind of once we got back from this tour, we did a couple studio nights, and they're like slowly piecing these new songs together, and we're pumped. It's a cool batch of tunes.
And it's gonna be the year of the collaboration.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Okay.
We're trying to like all these people we've been touring with and meeting up with along the road. We're really trying to kind of like, weave those webs, have everybody kind of working together because it's like we're part of such a cool scene. We've been on tour with some incredible groups.
Yeah.
And the best thing we can do is just all work together to raise each other up.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what we try to do here at the
What
Kaya.
in the-
Ooh, ghosts.
What?
Yeah, right. What? Here at the Kaya, we love to, try to just bring that, world a little bit closer in, so, you can connect with people all the way across the country. And with bands that you may not have been able to see, and especially with social media and you guys doing like live streams. And, I was able to see a lot of the shows, from Bad Fish and stuff from this past tour on Facebook, just from, different people and all these different groups. So, you can stay connected with these bands now in a way that you could never do before.
Yeah. It's amazing.
So I can only imagine, what 2019 has in store for you guys. I'm super pumped. I hope y'all are super pumped. Let's go ahead, shout out all social media, anywhere people can find anything, everything, Little Stranger.
Have tell 'em.
On the internet, Little Stranger's the name of the band. Little Stranger Music on some of the accounts. I don't know. Twitter is like its own. The Little Stranger was taken, so like we had to do something. But you guys know how to use the internet. We believe in you. We trust you.
That was good.
And
Yeah. Good little Google search.
yeah,
Job done.
and look up John's old band Page 1 on Pure Volume. Check
Yeah,
it
Page
out.
one,
Dude,
Return to
please.
Sender.
Revival.
coming for you.
No, I'm saying reunion, dude. Reunion. I will be first in freaking line. That is for sure.
Page 1 reunion
Let's
tour
go,
2020.
boys. Josh Hunter, Tom Myers. Let's fucking get the band back together.
Right?
I need him.
Dudes, okay, well, if you want it, put it in the comments right here because more exposure, whatever you want to see, Little Stranger is probably going to try to deliver,
Put it in the comments.
down below. All right, y'all. Well, thank you so much for chilling with me. I know the show tonight's about to be sick as hell. Thank you so much, Kaya Fan, for constantly supporting us and supporting these bands. We couldn't do it without you guys. So please go on into our description, follow anything, everything, Little Stranger. Stay up to date. We better see you at Freak Stomp. Kaya out.
Where I was rolling down the block like a station wagon with the paneling and the bases rattling and the backstreet that you've ever seen in this organic. Open up for your seasoning, grooming for your majesty. We'll show you who the man is, be so good. Dropping it up so I lose control. Spin them all around with a nose, you know I'm not. Y'all better go for broke. Back up, all in love with an average, the track and the crack and the bad with the fact of the matter is that it goes so high. I can tell you everything.